It's that day again. Good Monday morning, the first full week of this eighth month of the year 2025. We don't have that much time left. A bit of a weathered weekend it was. Kind of felt like some sort of tropical mess. Wanted to fire up, and guess what? National Hurricane Center, they got their hands full right now, keeping a watchful eye on a little mass, first of all, off our coast. It's dubbed disturbance number 2, one towards the northeast that is now a tropical storm. We'll call it Dexter. Well, that's what they called it, so we'll call it the same thing. Then there's the mass that's in the middle of the hot Atlantic called disturbance number 1. It's followed by a tropical wave that will make its debut into the Atlantic Ocean today, coming off the coast of Africa. And I don't know what that tropical storm is going to be called when it's named.
Trouble.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Rayford Brown, and looking to my right to left of my on your radio dial.
Don't
we
do that.
have over here in this corner,
I'm Lee Barrels. Good
and over
morning.
here in the middle seat, we have Chris
have-
is on his way. Not to here.
Yeah.
He has some other things.
And let's do a
Let's some
shout out
chores.
to Kathy this morning.
Kathy, Stephanie too.
Yeah, Chris's wife, Kathy, who sometimes we refer to as Stephanie, depending on which alter ego she wants to be for
And
the
that's
day.
because some county commissioner screwed up one time, right?
Yeah, and we've not let him forget it. He called her Stephanie at a meeting.
Uh-huh.
And so we've just been ribbing him, and
Uh-huh.
we've adopted her as Stephanie too. But she's having some knee surgery today,
Yeah.
and so or leg surgery. Anyway,
Stuff on around.
best wishes to you, Kathy. Where if you need anything.
Well, being a Marine, we need to
She's
offer
tough.
condolences to the doctors. Because if they do something wrong, our Father who art in heaven, you're going to suffer.
Mhm.
I guarantee you.
She's a tough cookie.
Yeah, the oorah's going to come out in her in a heartbeat,
That's
right?
right. That's
right.
right. So Chris will be spending his time this week taking care of her.
Well,
like a
as he
good
should.
husband should, and that's Kathy calling right now.
Oh. Are you sure it's Kathy or is it Stephanie?
Could be
look at-
Grace.
This one half dozen the other. How's that?
Look into my eyes and let me see who you are.
Girl, call me if you need anything.
I will do that. I'm doing good. I've already been out there in the garden and
Oh, really?
getting mail done, and yeah.
She's not had
I
the
got
surgery yet.
y'all's prayers, and so I'm good.
Well, you could have stopped by here. You could have helped weed some of the mess out of the garden and pull up the plants
I
that are
did
not producing,
this weekend.
which is most of them.
No, my garden is not that bad. I don't know how bad yours is.
Awful. The weeds are not
Oh,
there.
okay,
It's
good.
just that all those beautiful plants that I had, you can't judge a book by its cover because the cover was gorgeous, but the inside sucked in this case.
Hey, I'm learning that with marigolds. I thought they were only supposed to stay small. Okay, I got a bush. They want a bush of marigolds.
No, that will be another weed to have to pull up as far as I'm concerned. But stuff that gets in the
I'll get to
way.
that point.
I'm just
But
going to have
I
to
just want
put
to say-
some new soil in. But anyway, you're headed. You're on your way now, right?
Not yet. No, don't have to be there till 9. Just chilling out watching Chris eat his breakfast. But I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
have a
right.
little
You
glass of
can't
water.
have anything.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing that right
I
in front of
can't
you.
even
He's doing that right in front of you this
It's
morning.
cruel.
Yes,
Ooh.
Rayford, he is. But that's okay. I want him to have his strength in order to be able to take care of me.
There you go. That's good.
That's a good.
That's right.
When I went for my knee surgery or knee replacement a couple of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was now, I got in there and I had an appointment for early morning. So we drove from here to Wilmington, early morning, really early morning. I had to be
Really
there at
early.
6:30
Mm.
for a 7:30
Ooh.
procedure. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they had a lot of things. So 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they got around to me. I had not eaten anything since before midnight the night before.
Oh,
You
don't
want
wish that
to?
on me. Don't wish that on me.
there-
I'm going to knock on wood.
There's a reason that I got searched and I couldn't bring a gun in because I probably would have gone berserk. I was hungry. I was hangry.
I'm going to warn everybody out there in Jacksonville and Hounslow County that Rayford does carry his gun. Okay, so be
No, I don't.
very careful. And
I don't even own a gun.
Well, remind Chris to text us and let us know later today how things go.
I will do that.
Yeah,
I will do that.
if he texts us, I'll get the
We have
message
the
tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, he's got a list of people that he has to call, and he's
Unless
just
your
like,
ham radio.
well, where am I going to get my nap in?
There you go. Oh.
No, y'all have a great Monday. I'm going to have
too,
a great Monday
Kathy.
because
You
I'm
will.
going to take me out of pain. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, and when it's all done, it'll be over, and then you're up and running, and you can race Chris to the mailbox.
That's right. I can run. I'll be able to run a marathon. They say. So
There
we'll
you
see. But Rayford, still under the effects of anesthesia. I'm going to call you first and let you know that I'm
Oh,
okay.
that would be fun. I will record it. We'll play it tomorrow. Hey.
But happy Monday to you guys and
Thank you.
everybody else out there.
Same to you,
Yeah, y'all
Kathy.
take care. Break it. Well, I would say I shouldn't do that. Though, should I?
That'd be the other way.
No,
No.
we don't want to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a great one. We'll talk to you
Love
later.
y'all.
Thank you, Kathy.
Bye, Kathy.
Bye
Well,
bye.
that was very nice.
She's a card.
She is. She's a good.
Yeah, and
she's a
she
good
got a
woman.
good old man hanging around there too.
Yeah, good people.
She's-
Good people.
She's trained him well.
Well,
That's what she's going to tell you.
they do so much for the community. They volunteer for a lot of organizations, and they work hard.
Wreaths
And
across America.
Wreaths Across America, yes.
Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers.
All sorts of cool stuff out there. So
Taking care of Rayford. I really thought yesterday I was going to have to set up an appointment for counseling for you. Because between computers, laptops, and now the internet and all the stuff that you were sending us, I'm like, what? He needs
here be the
counseling.
situation.
Oh, God. Let me get my coffee. Go ahead.
You better put something in the coffee. Here's the situation. All of these devices they're electronics, right? And things go bad in electronics.
Yes.
I've got a 1985 radio over there that's going strong for 40 years now. 40 years.
A radio?
A radio, a ham radio.
Oh.
It's a brick, okay?
Yes.
It talks to people all over the world.
I need one. Go ahead.
It talks to everybody, everywhere, all by itself sometimes, but it's going strong.
But you can't get internet in the house.
Things they build life expectancy in.
Yes.
When it's paid for, it's bad. It goes dead. It's no longer
Yes.
supported. It's this. It's that. Computers. Now I've got those guys at this company called Microsoft. I think the soft comes from their brains, and the micro, same thing. Small, soft brains. That's my definition of Microsoft these days. And they won't support anything that I've got after October. So they're killing them off one at a time. Ones I had to take apart so I could get the hard drive out so I could take it and use it, right? Because it's dead. It's in pieces. The other one, it's going to be that way soon. I have to take it apart. I'm salvaging the screws so I can use them for covers on other ones.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm cannibalizing my computers.
Oh,
And then this weekend, yes, Chris, I know you're probably listening. Sorry, the cable company. I've had some really good people that I've talked to. Unfortunately, things go bad.
yes, they do.
The modem came up with that name. Modem. Imodium would be better. Modem is that little device that you plug a cable into, and out the other end comes some things like internet.
Right.
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 The internet spits out the spigot right there on the side of it.
Right.
And then you take the internet and you distribute it the way you want to. Some modems have a built-in wireless device, router/wireless device. This one does not. You take it out and I hook it up to my own distribution stuff, which mine, courtesy of Robbie, she got involved in this mesh system, covers everything. One end of the house to the other, because it relays from unit to unit to unit to unit.
Yes.
Except when the modem's no good. And then it relays and amplifies nothingness or very low. I went from about 400 megabits per second download speed to 50.
Not good.
Okay, so that was Saturday. Saturday night about midnight. I was trying to do due diligence and make sure none of my stuff was causing it. Unplugged everything and plugged directly our computer directly into the output of said modem. And I use 4 or 5 different cables. I've got some cables all around here, and they all said the same thing, very low.
Yes. Yes.
So I got the boys there at Spectrum on the phone, and I got Pedro. And Pedro was cool.
Pedro.
Pedro was cool wherever he was cool. In the middle of the night, around midnight, literally, I was talking to him, and he said, "Okay, sound like you've done everything that I can tell you to do, and I can be more."
Did they run a speed test from their end?
Yeah, it did. It was bad. So, but where's the problem? Is it the cable coming in, or is the box? So, well, here's the cable comes into this dwelling here, this facility I have, and I have, if you'll note, he said, "Oh, you've got 2 modems." I said, "I do. One's on the business side, comes off the cable that comes into the house. The other one is on the house side, the residential thing. It comes off the cable coming into the house." He said, "Gotcha. So it's not likely the cable." I said, "I'm not going to say not likely. I said it's possible. Could be the cable. Take the modem over." "Oh, no, we'll have somebody come by next Wednesday." I said, "Not going to work. Not going to happen. What time does the office in Jacksonville open tomorrow?" He looked it up. He said noon. I said, "I need a noon appointment." He says, "That's the only one they got available." I said, "I'll be there." He said, "Just take it in, tell them, and I'll have it set up. You just exchange it. You bring another one back with you." And I said, "Hey, guys, cool." I get there. They call me as soon as I walk through the door at noon. They open the door at noon, and at 12:01, I got through 15 other people in front of me. I walk in, and I heard my name being called. Say, "That's cool. I like it."
Yes.
And I walked up there, and she looked at it. She said, "Uh-oh." I said, "Oh, Jesus." I had a dentist do that one time. It's not what you ever want to hear when they're working on something, drilling and pounding, and no. She said, this is an old Time Warner account." I said, "No, it's a Spectrum account." "I know, but it was originally a Time Warner account, maybe
Mine too,
way back when." She said, "We don't have any of these boxes."
That's what happened to me.
"What? We'll have them Monday." "What?" "Yeah, they'll come in sometime Monday afternoon." I said, "I'll be here at 3:00. They'll be in." She said, "Yeah." I said, "Put me down. I'll come by and pick it up." "Well, we don't have an appointment until 5:20. I said, "I'm just going to walk through the door. You hand me mine. I'll hand you mine."
Oh, no.
Gotta have an appointment.
See, same thing happened to me. My modem was like, according to them, archaic.
Well, this one's not that old.
They sent me a brand new one, high speed,
But
which I plugged in and did it all myself. But the old one,
3 wires.
the old one I took back, and I sat there for 30, 40 minutes for them to call my name. And when I went up there, I said, "Here, I'm just turning this in." That took another 30 minutes because she had to go into my account, do this. Blah, 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 blah. I said, "Everything's already been taken care of. And don't touch anything." Well, she did, messed it up because I had to call the 800 number when I got back home. But and she just like all that just to hand them a box. "Here, scan it. I'm done with it."
Well, I, when I get ready to hand it in, if there's an issue, I'm gonna put my name and address on it and leave it at the front door in a box.
I'm telling you, I'm just
No, I'm after looking at it again and spending quite an extended period of time yesterday with it again. I'm reasonably sure I'm going to also have to have them come out here because there are other issues.
well for especially being a business account.
Business account's working fine. My modem in here is working fine. I know it's fine. I had them come out before, and the reason I do have 2 accounts, one is business because they'll come in anytime,
Right.
and they'll come right away, but which is cool. But in case the business account should go down, I can do without the house account. You understand?
Sure, you can come down here and watch TV.
Well, I can also, if I want to watch TV, I got this thing called a phone. It's got a hotspot on it. My TV is hooked up, so I can just punch.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I have it on my computer.
If I want to do that, I can use the computer or use a hotspot to watch TV.
There's always ways around everything.
So,
yeah.
I got to figure out a way to get it hooked up to ham radio because that radio will be here when all
for
this
all
other
of
crap is
you
gone.
that are having cable issues or internet issues at your house,
Rebel.
I am so sorry that we have stressed you out even more this morning.
If you don't have them yet, the key word of what I just said,
Stop.
Yet, you're going to have them.
I was having no issues with my laptop until yours started acting
Which
stupid.
one of mine?
All of them.
Okay.
And all mine is where it plugs in at. So how'd that happen? thing's not even 2 years old.
Starting off today, what I thought was going to be a story from Rocky Mount, Kinston, or Greenville when I first read it. 3 men out for a walk in the Jacksonville Mall parking lot Saturday evening. I think they were just leaving a movie. Shot by a man wearing a ski mask, they said. The victims were treated at the hospital for non-life-threatening wounds. They told police while they were walking, a black man approached them and shot all 3 of them. He was wearing a ski mask. 2 were taken by an EMS unit to the hospital. When police arrived, they learned the 3rd man was already at the hospital. I'm working on that one. Of course, the mall is across the street from the hospital.
Right.
The assailant, according to the victims, ran after they were shot. Police combed the area. Police are asking if you have any information that might help them, please contact the Jacksonville PD. Detective Wilson is the lead investigator. His number, you want to write it down or call me later, I'll give it to you again. His number is 910-938-6520. 910-938-6520. You can also email him, A. Wilson, that's like A is an apple, Wilson, at jacksonvillenc.gov. A. Wilson at jacksonvillenc.gov. And, of course, if you prefer to remain anonymous, you know who the dude is, or you got more information about the circumstances, you can call Crime Stoppers. You don't have to give them your name. You'll be assigned a special code when you call. Got your pencil? I'm waiting. Say something. Do you have your pencil? Oh, yeah, I heard 3 people shout at their computer. 910-938-3273. That's Crime Stoppers. 910-938-3273. You'll be assigned a special code number. If your information helps police with this investigation, you will get a reward. It will be up to you to contact contact the same call at crimes or same number at Crime Stoppers. If you hear the popo have picked up this dude and you've provided them information, give them a call at Crime Stoppers at 910-938-3273. Remind them, give them your special code number. Remind them, I gave you that information. And when they find out that that information is good, they will have told you to call back periodically. They won't ask for your number. They don't want your name. You don't have to go to court. You can't be subpoenaed. They don't know who you are. And Crime Stoppers is a civilian organization. It's not law enforcement.
That's right.
Got it?
That's right.
If your information helps the popo, that's even just by itself should be rewarding.
The popo.
If you get paid for it, that's great too. How about that? If you don't want the money, give it to me.
Well, I sure hope they're able to find everyone.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the full story.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, we've got a bunch of little stuff here. Some going to make you mad, but I really didn't expect lows in the low 60s this weekend. Holy moly.
Nice.
First weekend of August, usually following an oppressive July, which we had.
Yes,
and
very
then
much
some
so.
welcome relief, even if it's going to be short-lived, which it is. All right, your short rest is done. Get ready for more summer. Marine forecast, offshore today, out to 20 nautical miles. Small craft advisory is in effect through this afternoon. Wind's going to be out of the northeast, 15 to 20, diminishing to 10 to 15 this afternoon. Seas 4 to 6 feet, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers going to be choppy, diminishing to a moderate chop this afternoon. Tuesday, tomorrow, northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 5, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Wednesday, northeasterly winds 10 to 15, seas 2 to 4, sounds and rivers a moderate chop. There is a chance of showers and thunderstorms every day this week.
It saved me. All right, today, mostly sunny with a high near 84. Northeast wind 5 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 69. Tuesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny with a high near 87. And Wednesday, a slight chance of showers, mostly sunny with a high near 89. And I have a feeling Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is probably going to be raining. We'll see.
Possibility.
We'll have to wait.
Okay, checking with this morning, earlier, with our amateur radio group, the Amateur Radio Club, Onslow Amateur Radio Club members, some of them in various parts of the county. Randy, down there in the southwest area, had 66 degrees at the time. Zero rain was been zero across the board here. Nobody had rain in the last 24 hours. Lee, up there in the back swamp area. So we're going from the swamp to the borough today. And the back swamp area, 66 degrees this morning as well. At Joe at the borough, 68 degrees. And Dale over there in Riverbend, he checked in a short time ago, also 66 degrees. The studio here had the low, 63 degrees.
63?
63 degrees it was. What is it now? Oh, it's
63?
still 63 degrees.
I had
90%
68.
humidity.
I had 68 at my house.
Oh, you live in an asphalt jungle. Asphalt and stuff like that holds the heat, and it will.
You have as much concrete and asphalt around your house as I do. You have a lot of trees.
What's that got to do with it?
Because trees keep you cooler.
Okay.
And just in case you decide to go to the ocean this week, there is a moderate risk of rip currents. So
yeah,
be careful.
With that stuff that's offshore, we've got the one out there. National Hurricane Center is looking at the disturbance number 2. It's off the mostly South Carolina and Georgia and the northern part of Florida coast right now, but it extends out probably about 500 miles. It's just an area.
Ooh.
It's a disturbed area. We got one out here in the backyard too. It's a disturbed area, kind of large. It's called disturbance number 2. A broad area of low pressure, forecast to form a couple of days away, a few hundred miles off the coast of the southeastern U.S. Gradual development of the system is possible during the middle or latter part of this week as the system drifts to the west or northwest. Formation chance over the next week, 30%. Now, to the northeast of that little sucker, we had one of those. It was another tropical. It was another disturbance earlier overnight. As of 2 o'clock this morning, had become a tropical storm. If there's a good thing, it's moving towards the northeast at 10 knots. That's away from the United States, east-northeast, and it's way out there right now. It's about looks to be probably 600 miles east of the central part of North Carolina, and it's moving east-northeast, and it's moving about 12 miles per hour. 45 mile per hour sustained winds. It can have a little bit more development. Hopefully it won't turn and come back towards the shore, so we'll be good there. Now, the one that all eyes are on to is disturbance number 1. It's a very, very large chunk. It looks like a kidney from the central part of the Atlantic all the way back down, to about 300 or 400 miles off the coast of Africa. Now, that's conducive for formation or having something else to form up inside it. It's just a mass of stuff right now. But a tropical wave is back there hanging right on the coast of Africa. It's getting ready to leave Africa. It's going to make its way into the Atlantic. And then all that's increasing chance, 50%, that it will become something over the next 7 days. Gradual development of the wave is possible. Tropical depression could form late this week while it moves generally west-northwestward. Those are bad directions across the central tropical Atlantic. If conditions in the central part of the Atlantic remain like they are, the likelihood, according to the National Hurricane Center, is that it will begin to bend a little bit towards the north or go away.
All right. Well, I've got some interesting information for you.
Okay.
Today, the water temperature in Surf City is 84.6.
It's hot.
All last week, it was 81, remember?
Yeah.
And based on historical data over a period of 10 years, the warmest water in this day in the Atlantic Ocean near Surf City was recorded in 2023 and was 83.3. So we have broken a record.
Oh, yay.
Yes. And as a reminder, I'm going to remind you and let you talk about it. Weather Wednesday.
You got it?
Coming up this week?
Coming up Wednesday. The guys up there at WCTI, Donnie Cox, the chief meteorologist, he's going to be in the Jacksonville area beginning about 11 o'clock, 1100 for some of you folks.
Glad, yes.
Going to be at the Ace Hardware. Now, the Ace Hardware, the one that we're talking about here, is across from the Jacksonville High School on Henderson Drive. Okay?
Correct.
Intersection of Henderson and Gum Branch Road. It's in that little complex there. It used to be like a
Yes.
Kmart and other
Yes.
stuff. Still got a China One buffet in there.
Yes.
So it's going to be in that section.
It's right next door to the Dollar General, the dollar store, whatever, which dollar store that is.
Onslow Fitness, if you guys are fitness crazy, it's in that area.
Right.
So you can go fit and buy some stuff to do some work.
And it's a nice, I frequent it quite
But
often.
it's Weather Wednesday because you can bring your weather radios in, or if you don't have one, go into the hardware store. They got plenty of them. They got plenty of these NOAA weather radios. They're made by Midland.
Mhm.
They're the best ones on the market. They're reasonably priced. You can buy some $5,000 ones if you want, like the Weather Service has. Yeah, no.
They're around $32, $35. I believe,
Anywhere, it
something
can be
like
from
that.
$50 down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think some
Yep,
of the
could be
some of the
inflation.
places you may have a $50 unit.
Right.
I don't know what they are now with the prices going up of everything except salaries.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, they're good to have. Now, last week when we had the flash flood warning, I got it through the weather radio.
Yep.
I got it through the Onslow County Sheriff's Office app on my phone. They sent out an alert. I got it through Spectrum, through warnings on the television. I got it to my computer, and I also got it through the National Weather Service on my phones. I had like 5 warnings for one, which, hey, I'm happy.
Now, here's the way these weather radios work. When all of those things die and go down or whatever, your computer's dead, you got no power, this or that, you got 3 little AA batteries that are inside.
Mhm. That's right. Keep it.
Be sure that, once every 6 months, when your time changes,
Yeah, I need to freshen up mine.
there's a reason there not to change the time. So have it one time all the time.
Mhm.
Because this reminds you to change your weather radio batteries and also your fire alarm stuff if you have to change them every 6 months. Okay. But this will go off. It will go off in the middle of the night. If you've got your phone set on bzzz, you won't hear it in the middle of the night.
I hear mine.
If you've got this radio, if it's turned on, you're going to get beep, 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 and then you're going to get the warning and tell you what it's all about. The old weather radios, you had to, at the end of that thing, because then you started listening to the weather radio constantly and it kept going on, you had to get up and reset it. The new ones, the modern ones, they reset after the alert goes off. After they give you the warning,
Yes.
they reset themselves.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
I like
Jesus.
those better. That,
Yes.
saves me from getting up, stumping my toes.
Oh, and I also got the
Falling
weather
down,
warning through
kicking the
my
dog.
home security system too.
Oh,
So,
my home
the only
security
thing I
system,
did,
my dogs.
the only thing I did not get was a code red. The county would send out code reds. Didn't get one this time.
Okay, now
I don't know what's up with
I don't
that.
know what there are different levels that people send out stuff. The National Hurricane, the National Weather Service with the NOAA weather radios. You get to program, or that's what the programming
Yeah, I
session
know,
is for
yes.
this Wednesday. Your old radios, let's say you moved in here from China in Beijing.
Brought the radio
So
with you.
you bring your radio with you. They will reprogram it. You got a bunch of ham radio guys there. They will reprogram your radio to just for the counties that are mentioned in the alerts that are sent out. For instance, if you don't want anything but Onslow County, you don't care whether there's an alert down in over in Jones County, down in Pender County, or wherever, just program it that way. You can have it programmed. Just if it's Onslow County is mentioned, though, even though it's an alert for other people, and they say, well, Northern Onslow County, you're going to get that alert because you're supposed to. If you live near a border, like if you live in the western part of Onslow County, you may want Duplin. You may want Lenore counties in there because that's weather systems move close to you. I've got Pender in mind because a lot, especially severe thunderstorms, they come up from the south quite often. I've got Carter in mind because quite often they come from the ocean. And I've got Jones and Craven. I've got 5 or 6 counties total. So mine will go off if any of those counties get an alert. But that's my choice. You can have your choice. You can have it your way, baby.
Yeah, because a lot of those weather systems come from the west, from the Duplin County area, Lenore County area. See, look at there. You see that? You can't see it now.
I can't see it.
That's my Google Calendar telling me who's coming on this morning. You asked me the other day
Mine is
about
right there. It says Carroll Town.
You asked
It's
me the
coming
other
to
day,
town.
you need to I said, I've downloaded, been using it for a couple years now.
Well, good for you. We do have Carol coming in here in a few
Yes,
minutes.
we do.
She's going to tell us how to grow stuff better than I did.
This has been a bad year.
Apparently.
I pulled up a lot of stuff over the weekend.
I ain't got out there. I'm going to pull it up.
The only thing I really have going is, thank goodness the cucumber plant finally died, because that was about to make me crazy. Cucumbers are not hard to grow, believe me. You can stick them in a pot and they'll grow. But the cherry tomatoes are starting to that big boy plant you gave me
Didn't work.
It started and produced some tomatoes to begin with, and now it's gone quit. So I'm just like, whatever.
I think here's what my thought is. Okay, Steve knows where we live. He knows where I live.
He's not doing well either right now.
I know, but he's coming up here to destroy my stuff a little bit at a time in the middle of the night. He sneaks in from the woods out back.
Steve would not do that.
Yes, he would. No, he would do that. So
he knows about
I wouldn't be able to brag about it.
No, I think a lot of it has to do with how hard the heat hit.
That's a big chunk of it.
Yeah, in July.
But all the stuff that I planted, it all came up. The vines, I like, holy crap, this is the best looking greenery that I've ever had.
That was me too.
And then I did the trimming that everybody said to do. That I did it and I said, well, I'm going to get more tomatoes this time. Nope.
My tomatoes grew like crazy. There were so many vines. I was constantly pinning them up and weeding them out.
I did that too, but nothing. And I got 4 cantaloupe plants. I've got 1 cantaloupe, and it's growing until Steve comes in and does something bad to it. It won't surprise me.
Don't listen to him, Steve.
And then I've got the cucumbers did okay to begin with, and then they got hot. And now I'm getting little stubby cucumbers about 2.5 inches long, but about 2.5 inches. They're almost round.
I had so many cucumbers, I was giving them away to anybody who'd pass down the street. Here, going for a walk, have a cucumber. I had so many of them. And I had a lot of the cherry tomatoes, that plant you gave me. They're so sweet. I just go stand outside and pick them off the vine.
They're not the cherry tomatoes. They're called sweet 100s.
Well,
cherry tomatoes are a little
they're
bit larger,
sweet.
and they're not as sweet as these.
And then I took a bunch, and I have been putting them in the air fryer and air frying them.
You fried tomatoes?
No, and then you air fry them enough to kind of roast them is what you're doing. Then I put those in the Ninja, blended them up, and then put them in vacuum seal bags for tomato sauce. So, and I've used it since then, so it works good.
Robbie used to do that with all the big tomatoes and stuff we got.
Smart.
She canned them.
Right, I did that a couple years ago.
A jar after jar after. But she mixed them with the peppers and stuff as we went along.
Oh,
so they were.
But I love peppers, but I have to be very careful
sweet
with
100
those.
Peppers.
Yeah, any kind of peppers.
Sweet 100, sweet banana peppers. What I like.
Yeah, I love those too. Yes.
Okay. All right, back to reality. Here we go.
Oh,
Carol will be in here shortly, about 20 minutes or so.
Have you been following?
She'll be here shortly, shortly. She's coming about 7:30ish, right?
Well, 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere in between there, I guess.
Okay.
Have you been following the drama in Texas right now?
Which
at the State House?
Oh,
holy moly! It broke out yesterday. Well, just to make a long story short, supposedly President Trump told the governor and the legislators that they need to go ahead and do redistricting now in Texas, and which the maps that they have drawn up would benefit the Republican Party because it would put more seats available in a red district, and it would probably ensure Republican wins over the Democrats. Well,
gerrymandering.
Well, yeah. Well, I would have to see the maps and be familiar, because I know when North Carolina legislature was being accused of that, I followed the maps. I followed the process. I did not see it as gerrymandering. I saw where they were trying to even the districts as far as numbers in people. And it had nothing to do with race, and it had nothing to do with political party. But anyway, so the House called a special legislature. In other words, you got to come in.
Special session, yep.
We have special session, yes, for the legislature. And you have to come in. You've got to come in because we've got these new maps and we're going to vote on it. Well, right now in the state house for Texas, you have 62 Democratic House representatives. You have 88 Republicans. But 50 of the Democrats decided to leave the state of Texas yesterday and go to Illinois because the governor in Illinois says, come to my house, I will make you comfortable, But so what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it to where there will not be a quorum. So this voting on the maps cannot take place. Well, Governor Abbott came out last night and said, you've got to 3 p.m. Monday to be back in your seats.
Or
and if you're
fire you.
I'm going to acknowledge that your seats are vacant, and under the Texas Constitution, I can tell you you're done and put somebody else in your seat. Now,
there's a Supreme Court challenge.
I know. I can see it now. There's going to be so many lawsuits over this. So he can go ahead, and if they aren't back by 3 p.m. today, he can go ahead and say, your seat's vacated, you're done. And he can appoint, he can have the legislature appoint people to fill those positions. Now, you know what's going to happen. They're going to go ahead and pass the maps. And then there's going to be lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit.
Uh-huh.
It is a mess, but I think this story is going to get even worse before it's over with.
Yeah.
And there's other states that said, if Texas does this, we're going to do what the Dems did, and we're all going to walk away from our seats. Because the Illinois governor yesterday, he was calling Trump a dictator, a liar, a cheater, and said that's Chris, that he was doing all of this to take over it's gotten crazy, people. So crazy. And yesterday I watched one of the House representatives put a picture of herself on X standing in front of a private plane. Oh, well, we've chartered this plane to go to Illinois. And the comments, whoa, I would not want to be her.
Oh, what a mess, Chris.
It's a mess,
you missed the ship.
Good morning, yes, I did. I did as soon as we all got done talking last night about things. And Rafer, first off, hats off to you for maintaining control over that stuff.
Well, you know what? I now feel like I could get a job at the sanitation department shoveling you know what.
Yeah, you got handed a bunch of it, that's for sure.
Wow.
But talked about it last night.
Now, let me ask you a question before I will get on the real topic here. I can buy a personal modem, right, from somebody else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, any store.
Can I buy? Yeah. So I buy one, and as you know me, you do know me by now. I have backups for everything. Can I buy two and have one on the shelf just in case that one goes dead, and I can plug the other one in? Thank you very much.
Sure can.
I'll talk to you about a source for those suckers later. I've seen them advertised over the years. I'll put my own in here.
It'll probably sooner than later because I found out the surgeon doing catheter surgery is not going to allow me in into the actual surgery to help.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That was not the surgeon's request. That was Kathy's request. She consulted. She consulted with Stephanie, and they said, "No way."
Okay. And for Lee, congratulations on Roman over the weekend.
Oh yeah. Roman and Jay. Eat.
Rayford knows.
Eat.
So this is
what?
Eat.
Is this a new boyfriend that she's got?
No, Roman's been one of my. He's in the closet.
He's one of those.
No, he's not one of those.
Oh, what?
No. I am so upset with the way it ended last night, though. I expected Cody to take the championship, but for Brock Lesnar to come out there after it was all over with and knock out John Cena, I was like, no.
Well,
We're talking wrestling. So
that's another storyline for Paul Heyman. But I have digressed to something more real life, and this is a Texas thing. I found it interesting. If I could, there's 4 other states that surround Texas. Illinois is not one of them.
Yeah, I know. Yes. Why? Why are you skipping everywhere
had
else?
gone last week to some type of conference or something that the Illinois governor was putting on, and I guess they talked to him about what should we do and blah blah blah. He's taken pity on them, and so now he's their best friend.
He's a
So
sanctuary
they
state.
fled to
for
Illinois,
Republicans.
and I'm like, you, Chris, why? Who's paying for the plane fare for this private planes?
The governor of Illinois is a billionaire, so he could do it. But the other thing is a lot of people probably know, or if not, Live and Local will let you know that, Chicago and Illinois, they're strongholds for organized labor. These people
And
doing
crime.
what they're doing is organized. Yes, it's a organized labor political walkout. And I think the whole thing is ridiculous.
Well, not only that, but now the governor Abbott has also said, because the Illinois governor and some of the representatives from Texas are starting like a GoFundMe and other funds and PAC initiated funds to cover the expenses for the House Dems that walked out. And the governor's saying that that may be illegal, and he's going to charge them with felonies, and then he's going to go through the to extradite them back to Texas.
Yeah, good luck.
The whole thing is a mess, man.
Yeah, the courts are going to be all over this one. And it ain't going to be pretty.
No, it's not. I'm looking forward to getting back to the show very soon. But in between, I will be calling just to still be a part of it. But I got to tell you, Rayford, the weekend you went through, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
I would.
What are you talking about, Chris? We
Well, of course, I know we were there with him in spirit.
You were.
I was running.
Yeah, a lot of misinformation came out of that whole story, and should have not been handled the way it was. But Rayford rose above it, and it'll all work out. We'll get it worked out.
Rising above is the way to do it. Ask any sniper.
I feel like I'm sitting right next to you, too. Okay, well,
did you see my eyebrows?
Anyway, look, I'll see you guys soon. And,
Okay.
All right. Take care, Ken.
We're there with you.
All right, y'all take care.
You too.
Chris Marks, we got 50% of our team is down right now. Kelly's down. Chris is down.
I'm here.
Well, so we got
You're
two
here.
substitutes. We got Shockwave and we got Carol.
We've got
Oh,
Carol.
there's
Yeah, we've
Carol.
been looking forward
Oh,
to
yes, we have.
I've had some listeners said that they were anxious for her to come on.
Yeah, fix my garden.
It's been a bad season for gardening.
It has been a really bad season.
Oh, good. It's not just me
See?
then. Steve, it's
No.
not you and me only.
No, the heat, the lack of rain, and then
Yeah.
too much rain, and the bugs, and it has really been bad.
Yes. I mean, mine was doing beautiful until we got the bad heat. And you can't water it but so much before you drowned your plants. And it was just crazy.
Yeah.
Carol, is that where my dog wants to go home with you or what?
She loves me.
Yeah. Carol Town,
Over
Master
Carol.
Gardener Extraordinaire.
Yes.
We have to add, I'm an extension master gardener.
That's what I was going to
Because
ask.
we
Ask you
were-
because there's some more stuff here now.
Make sure I
Right.
put
We
that
are
on there.
associated with the extension office, the
Cool.
North Carolina State Extension
Cool.
Office. So,
So you got credentials too,
yeah.
double credentials.
And I am certified.
I am too, but
So,
No, you're certifiable.
What is your-
past that part.
I got that right. So what is your exact title? Onzo County Master Gardener?
Extension master gardener.
All right, I'm going to fix that right now. So
She's a big
Somebody.
wig. She's in charge.
No, not yet.
You gonna make the plants grow better next year for me?
Oh,
Why don't you? I got an
if I
idea.
could do something about
Why
it.
don't you take my stuff on as a project? I'll get the work done. You just look it up every week or two, drop by, or I'll send you pictures or whatever, and you can just say, here's what you need to do next. I've never had a year where I can probably eat every tomato that's come off of my little sweet 100s,
Yes.
which are usually so prolific that I throw them away, or my wife started last
Yeah.
year canning them.
And this year
I don't have enough to eat on
No.
a salad.
they're doing terrible.
And
The
little tomatoes are bad.
The sweet 100s, the sun golds, I mean, everything is doing bad. And then
Yeah.
the squash borer beetles got,
Oh, they went away. I never got a squash. I never got a zucchini. Never.
yeah.
I had lots of stuff. They were the prettiest vines that I've ever had in my life, and they were all popping up and looking. I'm gonna go out there tomorrow. And there's gonna be
did.
one. Nope.
I got quite
Yeah.
a bit zucchini and squash,
Shush.
lots of tomatoes the first go round. But once that heat hit, forget it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna air condition my garden next year.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. I could just put about 2 feet of dirt in here, and it'd be okay, right? And
Well, then you wouldn't get the sunlight and you wouldn't get the pollinators.
well, I can bring them in. Open the door, they come in. Plenty of them. Now, but it's so there are, farmers go through this. Those who do this commercially, they have bad seasons,
Yes.
and that's why sometimes the price of veggies go up at the grocery stores, because they're coming in from all over the world, and which we have to pay more for, and also not nearly as good
Yeah.
as fresh stuff.
Yeah.
So it's, and I just feel bad for farmers. My granddaddy was one, and a bunch of family in the past, they were farmers. And they had good years and lots of good years, and then they have a bad year. They had to save up for that bad year.
Yes. Yes, you
So-
do. And that's why they have insurance too.
Yep, they do now.
Yeah.
They did back then.
because it was, you just never know.
Mhm.
And if it's not the heat out in, we came from Oklahoma, then you'd have the hail.
Yeah.
So farmers would have,
Tornadoes.
tornadoes.
We
But
have a lot of needles in Oklahoma.
the hail was almost worse.
A hailstorm can go through and destroy the entire crop. I mean, it
Yes.
can be great, looking great, and then within an hour, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I've-
had farmers who were
I've
getting
seen
ready to harvest their fields and a hailstorm comes through and they lost everything. So,
Those things can be bad in those areas. Family down in South Carolina, they were big time farmers, and I was down there when they had a hailstorm. It was like denting cars.
yes. Oh,
It was
yeah.
big hail.
Well, go to Oklahoma.
Uh-uh.
We would have
No.
golf ball,
Oh,
tennis ball, baseball, occasionally softball sized.
Do you follow Reed Timmer from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
I love him. I follow him. I watch. In fact, he'll be back at it this week.
Yeah.
who's your favorite YouTube farmer type of individual gardener that we should be paying attention to?
Me.
Okay. Are you on YouTube?
No.
So we just have to bring you in here. Now you're on YouTube.
You should. We could start a YouTube program for her.
Yeah, we could.
She can do it right out of the studio
Yeah,
here.
we can do it like once a week,
There-
once
there are-
every couple of weeks.
There are many people who are better at this than I am. So,
I like
Right.
to follow the millennial gardener out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah.
He's pretty informative. He's pretty, and being that he's right here, we're in the same.
yes. Yes. And
Same
that's
zone.
important because North Carolina has got so many different zones,
Yeah.
more than almost any other state.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you got the mountains to the coast, and then you got along the coast. You've got different zones along this coast here
right.
too.
And then
because-
you go inside
oh yeah,
from the coast, you go inland a little bit, it's a different zone. And
Yeah.
So it is crazy. North Carolina is crazy.
Now Carol's best known for, at least amongst a lot of us, in addition to the farming stuff that she does, the gardening. She's also a ham radio lady, and
Yes.
she's an examiner. She can give tests,
Yes.
and we have a couple of new hams in the community now.
Yes,
right?
we do.
Quit that! You cannot butter her up. You're still going to have to take the test.
My new best friend.
I cannot help you with the test. I just sit there. I give you all the information, give you the paperwork, and you
If you
take it
saw
from
me
there.
glancing at my arm or anything, you're not going to come check me out, are you?
No, they're-
I might.
Everybody's nude when they take
Wait a
the
minute.
test.
What was that?
Oh no! Oh no!
They're all naked under their clothes anyway, right?
Under the clothes, yes.
Metal detectors are out. But anyway, Lee's studying hard as she can.
Yeah.
I was hoping she'd be ready Saturday, but she wasn't.
Yeah, I don't do it every day. I have to get
What?
my mind to rest, but I'm gonna
Okay.
catch up.
I didn't tell
We
you.
talked about it
I
Saturday.
didn't tell you, but we're extending the show beginning tomorrow
Uh-huh.
until 10 o'clock.
Well, I have some questions for you. We'll go over those after Carol's done because I don't want to take away from her time. Let's talk gardening.
That's what we're going to
Go ahead.
do. Support your local pollinator.
Right. I'm here
That's a big thing.
on August 22nd and 23rd of this year. We're having the Great Southeast Pollinator Census.
Ooh.
And it's a citizen science project that was set up by the University of Georgia. And Onslow County or North Carolina got involved in it 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And some people, when they think of pollinators, the only thing they think of is bees. There are way more pollinators than just bees. There are butterflies, moths, wasps, beetles.
Wasp and bees are not the same.
No.
When they sting me, they hurt.
Well, a wasp can sting you and still live. A bee will sting you and die.
Uh-huh.
So,
A wasp stings me quite often, they die.
yeah. But birds,
Yes, definitely.
in
birds.
some areas of the country, bats are pollinators.
Mhm.
The wind is a pollinator.
Mhm.
Animals going through can take the pollen and release it other places. So animals are pollinators. We're pollinators.
I mean,
We walk through
yeah.
fields and stuff, and we get the pollen on
Mhm.
our pant legs, or
Mhm.
and then we take it someplace else. And
Let me ask you a
pollinate
question.
other-
Robbie started with, we got 11 raised beds, and then we're this high off the ground. Is that good or bad as far as pollinators are concerned?
oh, it doesn't make any difference.
Does it? Okay,
No,
but people don't walk through and spread it too
no,
easily.
no. But the wind will, and then you'll
Okay.
also get the birds and the bees and the butterflies and things like that. So
There's a bee festival in Holly Ridge, and they had signs out, and I had one too last year. But this year, right around my garden out there during the month of May, I've got something do not mow, no mow May.
right,
And so we practiced that a couple of times. I did not practice it this year. Somebody got in and mowed the area there. Maybe that was my problem. They mowed the grass. But anyway, because you've got that and you've got bees, and they're great if you can get them in to hang around your garden.
yes.
How do you do that?
Well, you plant. The best thing is to plant native plants that are going to attract the native
Such as?
bees and butterflies. And well, tell you what, you come to the
Sunflowers good?
sunflowers are good. Some of the smaller flowers that the bees can get to. There's a one called butterfly weed, which is a type of milkweed,
Okay.
and it is beautiful. It is a tall clusters of orange flowers on the top,
Mhm.
and it attracts not only monarchs, which we need to have people plant milkweed because the monarch population has gone way down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They said it had dropped
Oh.
like 90% or more.
Are you talking when you say monarch butterflies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Those things are beautiful too.
oh, they are
Yeah.
beautiful. And they travel long distances. I mean, they go down to Mexico.
So how can we encourage the monarchs to be here? I got to come to your
Milkweed.
meeting. Milk, just okay.
Milkweed is what they
Excuse me. Oh, it was a message for Rayford. Did
Oh.
you see it?
I did.
Okay.
the milkweed is the only thing that a monarch caterpillar will eat, which is why birds leave them alone, because the milkweed is toxic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's why they're the colors they are. It's telling the birds, hey, don't eat me. You're going to get sick.
Well, wow. Okay, I got you. I'm writing this stuff down.
Yeah.
What do I need?
Yeah.
But you're saying that the milkweed is toxic for birds?
The milkweed is toxic. You will notice a lot of other almost no other caterpillars are going to be on the milkweed, eating the milkweed, other than the monarch, because there is a toxin in it. That's why we don't eat milkweed.
How about torch pets? They're not good, healthy for pets either, right?
Well, they're not, but most animals don't chew on milkweed. I think it's got like a bitter taste. So.
Because I have 2 dogs, and they loved the tomatoes, the little cherry tomatoes. They rather eat them every day, right
Yes.
off the vine. I mean, so they're inquisitive,
Yeah. The tomatoes are fine,
right?
but
the milkweed, I would be careful with that, wouldn't I?
Well,
Wouldn't you, around the animals?
I have dogs and cats that go through it all, that walk through it, and it has not bothered them at all.
Okay,
as long
good
as,
to know.
Yeah. But you want a lot of flowering plants that will attract the pollinators. You can also, and this is going to be one of the activities at the pollinator census this year for kids, we're going to make puddlers. And a puddler is just a small, shallow dish that you put rocks in, put a little bit of dirt, and then you get it wet. Because if you ever seen butterflies on mud, the butterflies will come down and you'll see them concentrating on mud because they're getting some of the water, but they're also getting minerals and things that are out of the mud.
Interesting.
So puddlers are really
Rocks and a
important.
little bit of dirt
Yeah,
and water.
and water. But you want it shallow so they don't drown.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's really good.
I'll have to try that.
But
Lots of rocks.
the census, and they're also going to be giving away free milkweed to the kids so that they can plant it in their gardens too.
Nice.
Yeah. And this census doesn't take long. I mean, it only takes 15 minutes out of your time. We give you a sheet
Right.
so that you can log all the information. And when people come to the census, when they get one of the sheets, we need to make sure that they fill out the top completely. If they don't fill it out completely, it's no good to us because the extension offices, the states use these, and they need to be able to contact the people if there's questions about the count.
Okay. Say I want to take part in this census. How do I go about it?
Show up.
So I come down there
You
to
come down to the Discovery Gardens.
Discovery
The
Gardens.
Discovery Gardens are right behind the farmers market.
Right.
It is probably one of Onslow County's best hidden gems. People don't realize that it's back there. They go, yeah, I know where the farmers market is, but I never realized that there was a Discovery Garden.
Yes, I've seen. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And it's set up so that people can see what plants grow here, what plants are native to here. We have signage so you know what kind of plant it is, so you can go out and get it and grow it in your garden. There's also a children's garden, and that's where the kids' activities will be taking place in. But it's got sensory plants.
Right.
It's got lamb's ear, which is fuzzy, soft and fuzzy. It's got rosemary, which has a certain smell. We have a ring or a partial ring of yew trees where kids can sit in there and read a book. There's little fairy gardens set up in wheelbarrows. There's a water and mud play area.
Oh yeah.
So kids can get dirty.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
Kids need to play in the dirt. Kids need to play in the dirt. But the census, all you do is you come to the Discovery Gardens. We're going to have tables set up that will tell you how to do this. You go find a plant, you sit down, you watch the plant for 15 minutes, and you count how many times a pollinator lands on flowers.
Oh,
And
okay.
it can be the same pollinator, it could be the same insect, If it lands multiple times, you count it multiple times. Each time something lands on a flower, a pollinator lands on a flower, you count that pollinator.
What draws them to the pollinators from one flower to another? Is there anything particular that they like best?
Well, certain.
That's what you're trying to work on.
Well, in this area, you want to stick, if you can, to the native plants because that's better for them. They're attracted to the colors, and that's what mainly attracts pollinators to certain flowers is the colors.
I know that hummingbirds like our red feeders.
Yes, yeah, and so that's one of the reasons that we have, like I said, we have the Discovery Gardens. You can see what grows. You can see what does well in this area.
Should we put a hummingbird feeder out near the garden?
I was just thinking that.
Oh, yeah.
Good question.
Oh yeah,
Because Robbie keeps that sucker filled. I mean, she makes the feed by the liquid stuff by the barrel.
yeah. You make your own.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yes.
Good.
Just the
Can't
sugar.
afford
water,
to,
yes.
can't afford to otherwise.
Well,
Yes. The red dye is
the
harmful.
red dye is harmful
No,
to
this
hummingbirds.
is just sugar and water
Yeah,
and whatever she does. I don't know.
yeah. That's what I do too. I encourage people to make their own.
I need to set
It's,
mine
it's
back
cheaper.
up.
It's cheaper. But yeah, have the hummingbird feeders placed all around. You want to have them kind of close to trees. And hummingbirds are pollinators. I mean, if you think they're going from flower to flower, they're going to pollinate stuff like that.
I got to
too.
do that because I've never seen any hummingbirds in the garden. But there are trees there. We got plenty of stuff I can put hummingbird feeders. Okay, Robbie, we got something to do because she's probably got one. She's probably got a half dozen feeders she has to
Yeah,
fill up.
yeah. Just make sure that you clean them real well in between
She
fillings.
does, and
You know, you don't want
sometimes she
to.
puts some of that stuff in the dishwasher to clean it.
Yeah, as long as it's rinsed really well, it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Vinegar works really well for helping clean it and kill mold.
okay.
So
Well, you know, at the beginning of the season when y'all had that special thing going, what
the
was
plant
it?
sale.
The plant sale, yes. I went down there. Oh, that was fun. I had to walk a half a mile. It was so many people there. And I talked to one of your ladies out there, and she suggested some pollinators to buy for my garden. And I cannot remember the name of this, but it's box something. BOC. I had it on my mind, but it grows real tall and it's got flowers at the end of it. It's real thin, and I'll have to look it up. But that really drew the pollinators.
Yeah. The bee balm.
The what?
It's called bee balm. It's a type of mint plant,
Oh, okay.
and it has the long, skinny stalk and beautiful red flowers. And then the hummingbirds love that too.
Okay.
And once the flowers die, you just leave the stalk with the seed head because now you're feeding the
Here
birds.
comes the word. Jacob.
And what was the name of that?
Bee balm.
Bee balm.
Bee balm.
BOMB.
BEBALM.
BALM. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, bee balm.
Steve, you hear that? Bee
Yeah.
balm.
Get us some, Steve. Hook us up.
But the pollinator census, we're asking people to help because we can't do it all ourselves. We can't sit around all the plants. And on Saturday the 23rd, it goes from 8 a.m. to noon,
Okay, you're going to be back on the 22nd to remind us,
19th.
19th to remind us. One of those days.
Yes, I'll be back on the 19th to remind you. Like I said, it only takes 15 minutes, but then we encourage you to walk around the Discovery Garden.
Oh, yeah.
The trail that goes into the woods it's a quarter-mile trail. So it's a little bit longer than I think people realize. And we have the pond, we have the koi pond.
Yes.
Got any food trucks along the way? Along the
No,
Gotta
because
bring mom.
right now they are doing all the remodeling on the senior center, which
Mhm.
unfortunately
Right.
is taking up part of the parking lot.
Mhm.
Trying to have anything extra at this time would not be good, except the farmers market will be going on.
Mhm.
So there will be vendors in the farmers market, excuse me, at the farmer's market. Some of them will be selling food.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
There's something that years ago I was told that
Veggies.
June bugs or what folks call them. Those little things are good for your garden. Is that just to eat the bugs, other bugs?
The ladybugs eat aphids.
Aphids. Okay.
Yes, which is
Tomato. Death to tomatoes.
That's it.
I
That's it. That's
haven't
tomato.
seen any
I haven't
ladybugs
either.
this year.
I've seen some. Well,
You can buy them online for like 1,000 for next to nothing.
part of the problem,
Why?
and this is one of my another one of my pet projects that I've taken on with the extension office. It's a program called Leave the Leaves. Everybody wants to rake up the leaves, burn them, throw them away. They want their whole yard to look pristine. So many critters live in those leaves.
Mhm.
Fireflies, people keep going, I don't see fireflies. Where are the
Ooh.
fireflies?
Yeah.
Fireflies spend their entire life cycle in the leaves. So if
Really?
you don't have leaves, you're not going to have fireflies. Box turtles live a lot of their life in the
I've been
leaves.
getting a lot of those.
Different moths actually cocoon in the leaves. They'll actually roll the leaf up. The Luna moth,
Really?
which people don't necessarily like because sometimes their caterpillars will eat tomatoes, eat the tomato plants. But if people would leave some of the leaves, not pick up all of them,
Mhm.
then they're going to see a lot more of the beneficial insects also.
Okay.
Between
Interesting.
the ladybugs and the
Yes.
praying mantis.
I've not seen one of those in years.
Oh, we had one out here on the tree the other day, a little tiny thing, but she was so cute.
Yeah. So, but like I said, the census, it only takes 15 minutes of your time.
Mhm.
We're going to have lots of information booths set up. We're going to talk about mosquito dunk buckets, which is a
What?
way
Oh,
of
dumping.
it's straw, water, and you let it kind of ferment. And so you want it away from the house because it
Sure.
can get a little smelly.
Stinks.
But then you buy the BT mosquito rings and you put those in the dunk bucket.
The what?
It's called BT. It's a type of insecticide.
Okay.
The rings, you can get them at Lowe's, at Walmart, at Tractor Supply, at Ace Hardware. And you put those in the bucket. And then you put a screen over the top just so that other animals don't get into the water that you don't want. Mosquitoes will lay their eggs in the water. The larva hatches out. The BT kills the larva.
Well, how do the mosquitoes get in there?
Well, the screen's small enough. I mean, the
It's large
holes in
enough.
the screen
Okay,
are large
gotcha.
enough that the mosquitoes
It
can
doesn't
get
take
in.
much for them to get in. So.
No.
True.
But that's a natural way to help control the mosquito population.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we're going to have information on that. We're going to have information on what plants that you can use to help attract hummingbirds. So we'll have
yeah.
information sheets on that.
Robbie and
Oh,
I
I
need that.
know that too.
Now, we had years ago, and my dad, my mom was in a garden club, and he had to end up building a bunch of bird houses called bat houses.
Yeah.
And they had special sizes and everything, and for people to put up around their lawns, around their yard,
Yes.
around the buildings, everywhere to attract bats.
Yes.
Bats go out, and I saw one of say 1,000. One little bat, one tiny little bat will consume after dark. That's when they come out. 1,000 mosquitoes a night.
Or more.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I got to get me some bat
Yeah.
houses.
Or more.
Wonder.
And
Okay, good.
just because people cut down trees, we have bats that will actually roost in the loose bark of trees.
Mhm.
People cut down the trees, they take away their habitat. So by putting up the bat houses, encouraging them, you're going to help reduce the bad insect population.
And the bats do not get in your hair.
No, they
do
would not
anything
get in your
that.
hair.
None of that stuff is true.
No.
Dale and I used to
They
crawl
don't
through
hide
caves
me.
in Oklahoma, and we'd actually count bats. And
Crawled through caves.
yeah,
Okay then. Bad girl. Da, 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 da. She's
I wear many hats. I've done many things.
Yes.
Cave
Yeah.
crawler.
Yeah, we would, so that we were doing a bat census, basically, bat count. And then we were testing them, doing samples for
That
check
was
for
fun.
white nose syndrome, which is
For what?
white nose syndrome. It's a fungus that affects bats.
How
Whoa.
can you? How do you get a bat to
White
examine
nose.
up close to look for white noses?
You grab it off the wall.
Really?
What? White nose bat syndrome.
Okay, we'll go. We don't have any caves
Whoa.
here, so that'll be a little difficult. But wow,
No,
I've heard of that one.
but it's bats are important for controlling some of the insects, the bad insects, especially mosquitoes. And they're fun to watch because when they're doing the aerial display, it's because they're going after insects that are flying around.
Yeah.
So it's neat to see.
As little kids, we used to take little dirt balls. You cannot hit a bat.
No,
They
No.
are so fast. You throw something and even in its path, it's gone around. They got the best radar systems in the world.
oh yeah,
Can't see worth a crap, but they got a great radar
oh
system.
yes,
Oh,
they
wow.
do echolocation just
Interesting.
wonderfully.
Hmm.
But with the census, getting back to the census, if people can't make it out to the Discovery Gardens to do the census, but they want to participate, they can actually do it at home.
Okay.
There's if they can go to. I'm going to find the correct website so I don't mess this up.
Okay, you can do it online. You can look online
Right.
and get information.
You can go to gsepc.org. It will give you all the information.
Golf Sierra Echo Papa Charlie.org, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It will have a place where you can download the form, and then you can scan it and you can upload it
Oh.
to send it in. So it's got all the information. You can download the count sheet. You
I like
can
that.
you can download a insect counting and identification guide, so you know what you're looking for. There's a Facebook page called the Southeast Pollinator Census, or you can follow them on Instagram at Southeast Pollinators.
Mhm.
There's a YouTube that talks about the history and how to do the census, and this is all on that website that I gave you the address for.
Right.
That you can get all this information. So if you can't make out to Discovery Gardens, you want to help out, you can do it at home, and
Well,
you can do it
that's-
on Friday or on Saturday.
That's cool, but there's so much extra stuff that you can get out there, and you'll take a
Very
little
true.
tour, a little walk through. Will
Yes,
also be a side benefit, a bonus for you.
yes.
So that'd be good.
Well, Carol, what's
That
the
would be
best time of the day to do this?
In the mornings,
That's what I figured.
but we're doing it in the mornings just because it starts getting too hot. Plus,
Right.
this is when the the farmer's market is open,
Right,
so we do
right.
it in kind of a
See,
conjunction
you
with
can
the-
take your cup of coffee, sit out on your back porch with your clipboard,
yes,
and have a nice morning if you cannot go.
right. Just pick one plant and just
Right.
watch the pollinators.
Nice, nice. I've also noticed, getting off the subject a little bit, I've not seen many carpenter bees this summer.
You'll see them more in the spring because
Yeah.
that's when they lay their eggs.
I don't remember seeing many. at
No,
all.
we had tons at our house.
Oh, wow. Shoe bees.
We had them earlier this year.
Yeah. Yeah, carpenter bees
I've
are
seen a
great
couple.
pollinators, but
Right.
they're also, the bees themselves aren't destructive.
I know.
It's the larva,
See the back of my shed.
and then it's the woodpeckers that come and trying to get the larva, especially the pileated woodpeckers that will destroy a fence in no time flat. But speaking of pollinators and bad insects and stuff, people sometimes spray to try to get rid of the pest insects.
Bad.
Encourage you to spray in the evening.
Mhm.
you know, at dusk or a little bit after, because then the pollinators will not be in your garden. And so you're not going to kill the pollinators.
Uh-huh.
Good advice.
So you need to make sure that you spray in the evening.
What would you spray?
It's going to depend on what type of insect it is.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Is there a generic or one or
So-
general kind?
Well, there's different types. I mean, you can use the 7 dust.
Okay, that's the one I keep hearing about. I've always heard about.
There's more naturals. There's the diatomaceous earth that you can use. It's a kind of a clay base,
I
and
got
what
that. I
what
got
it
100
does,
pounds of that.
it actually dehydrates the bugs.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
So-
they get on that, eat that, and they can't get to the leaves or
Right.
anything. They eat that, and then it's
yeah,
So even if you're putting down 7 dust, you recommend to do it in the evening?
yes, Yeah.
Okay.
because you don't want to kill the good pollinators.
There's
Yeah,
so
the
much to
good
learn
bugs.
about pollinators.
There
I mean,
is.
When
There
I
is.
when I went when they had that free plant thing, and I learned a lot then.
Mhm.
And then I also signed up with my email to the North Carolina. What does Emily do? She's the North Carolina Cooperative Extension.
Right.
And so she sends out emails. I'm on the email list, and it tells about how to become a master gardener, how to join the class, how to apply, and sends out a lot of monthly tips too. So
Yeah.
real good information.
I think I'm not sure if the registration is closed yet or not. It's close to it if it hasn't. But our next class is on the 19th of August,
Right. She just sent out an email. I think they
which
extended.
makes me, I have to talk to you about changing my date I come on.
I was going to say, I've got you booked for that day. Okay,
I know.
We'll move around.
Maybe we'll do it on the
Yeah.
18th.
Okay. I'm gonna-
Yeah.
So-
Very good. Very good.
But it's there's a lot of information. There's a lot of things that you can learn just walking through the Discovery Gardens. So I encourage everybody, if you can, come out. Don't all come out at 8 because, like I says, unfortunately, the parking, we have issues with parking just because they are remodeling,
Mhm.
and they're telling us it's supposed to be done in April. I'll believe it when we walk in the building.
There's another project that we're familiar with that's supposed to be done a few months ago.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, and they completely gutted the senior center, and they blocked up some of the windows that had been there. They're putting up new walls. I mean, they're completely redoing the footprint.
Okay, well, it'll be
It'll
be nice when it's over.
It'll
Oh,
be
yes.
nice. It'll be really
very
nice.
And she's right. It does take up a lot of the parking, and so that's why I had to walk so far. But
Yeah.
it was worth it to see everything that y'all had, the plants. I ended up purchasing some plants for pollinators, and they've done exceptionally well. And I would like to think that a lot of the success for my garden to start this year is due to what I've learned through the master gardeners.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get with the tax office and that big facility down the road.
Yes.
Yeah, why not
Maybe you
have it
just
everywhere? Yeah.
convince them to send a couple of shuttle buses out.
Or some golf carts.
No, that's a long ways for the golf club.
Yeah.
That's
Shuttle
not
bus.
that
Put a
long.
shuttle bus. The cities, you got them.
Oh, that would be
County's
nice.
got them.
That would be nice.
Because you got plenty of parking up there.
Yeah. Yeah. One other thing about pollinators I want to say real quick is with, we talk about the milkweed for the monarch butterflies.
Yes.
But if people would plant fennel, parsley,
Fennel.
dill,
Fennel.
Like dog fennel?
no, bronze fennel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fennel.
The dog fennel that they don't like to lay their eggs on.
I've been pulling that stuff up
Yeah.
all the time.
Fennel, parsley,
Dill.
dill.
The black swallowtail butterflies lay their eggs on those. So if you see they'll start off real tiny. You'll see black with a little yellow band on the center. And then if you watch them, they get big and they almost mimic a monarch butterfly to a point.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
But people will pick them off because they're eating my parsley. Plant a couple parsley plants. Let the butterflies have one of them.
Right.
And
Sharecroppers.
if you have kids, once the caterpillars get big enough and you see them start to crawl away from the plant, get yourself a butterfly house, put them in the butterfly house, and watch them go through the whole
Really?
stage of
I want a butterfly house.
making the chrysalis and then emerging after a couple of weeks.
Kids will love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Photographers might get a kick out of it. We need to talk to Bob Williams, let him do it too. He could spend hours out there shooting.
oh man, I
Yeah.
want the butterfly. Oh, you're giving me so many good ideas of things I want to
They're
do.
called projects, girl.
Wow. I'm slowly getting all my projects done. So now Carol has given me more. I love what you said though about the fennel parsley deal and then the butterfly house. So that's one thing I did not have.
yeah,
Amazon, here I come.
Hmm.
All right.
yeah. The
Build your own.
Butterfly house.
but the it's kind of neat, and there are certain insects that we need to live
Oh,
in harmony with,
right.
and not kill all the insects.
Sand gnats are not one of them.
No,
No seeds,
and just
flying teeth.
and then one of my other pet projects, my pet things is snakes. People just want to kill every snake they see, and not realizing that the black racers and the king snakes will actually eat copperheads. The rat snakes will keep the mice and rats away. The hognose snakes will help control the frog population.
Identification is the issue.
Identification.
Because a couple of those kinds of snakes one will resemble a copperhead,
Well,
some of the coloration.
we have the water snakes that people mistake for copperheads. Copperheads and cottonmouths have got Hershey kisses. The dark spots are narrow at the top, wide at the bottom. The water snakes have got tornadoes. They're wide at the top, narrow at the bottom, and they have lines on their mouths.
We need to get pictures and post them.
Yes.
Good, bad.
Because
Save them, kill them.
I see a snake, I don't take time to like, are you a good snake or a bad snake? I just run.
Yeah, well, see, and I relocate snakes. I'm a
Yes.
snake relocator for the
Oh,
county.
well, I'm going to remember this.
I have relocated a lot of them
I may be calling
I
Carol.
relocate them alive.
into the afterlife.
No, I relocate them alive. Because even the copperheads
That's
and the
great.
cottonmouths have got a place in the environment.
Yeah, I know, to my enemies. What's the Kremlin's address?
Oh,
No, but they do have a place.
yeah, I understand that. I just don't like them. I have Carol. What's your number? I'm gonna put your number. I think I have your number.
You will have her number as soon as you pass your test.
Stop
But,
with the testing.
AF5CT.
But
She's
if
always
you
there.
have any questions about the pollinator census, go on the website that I had given you.
Right.
The gsepc.org,
GSEP.
or you can contact Emily Morrison. You can email her at Emily, it's EMILEE
Oh,
_ Morrison at ncsu.edu. And if you just go on the North Carolina State Extension Office website, you'll find a lot of information there also.
Good. It's good for you to come in here so we can get this information for our own personal use, identification, obviously. But there's a whole lot of us apparently out there that we've dealt with before.
I've already learned a lot. I mean, look at all the notes I took. But I'm going to post all that on our page too.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a separate posting for that.
So everybody can get some information.
Yes, and I've already put a lot on there, but I definitely want to do some that is just direct for this.
Yes. Okay. We're following something that's happening downtown. Don't know exactly what it is yet. It's
Yes.
down on the waterfront.
Yes, I drove by. They had one of the police Zodiac boats out there. They had an
Oh, yeah.
ambulance out there.
Yep.
So I'm fearful that
So
there
am
was
I.
a drowning.
We have a phone call for Carol. This is our friend Steve. He's another master gardener.
Ah.
He's been waiting for you to come on.
Steve, you heard me badgering you earlier, did you not? Where'd he go? Steve?
Hey guys.
Hey.
I didn't know you were talking to me yet.
Yep, your name is Steve. Yes, sir, I am.
I got you. Normally there's a little bit more of a segue before I jump in.
Oh, okay. I just said, the only thing I said was, well, I was badgering you earlier. I figured that's why you're calling.
I got you. No, I was just listening in this morning. A lot of good information. I was out walking the dog in the park. It's so pretty today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it
nice.
is
And,
gorgeous.
Yeah. But I wanted to throw in a couple of things that for the pollinators that I found was somewhat successful, and get the guest thought on that is early in the garden before it gets really big, I go and get just a couple of cheap flower baskets and hang out there,
Yes.
and kind of use that to draw them in a little bit. And it's cheap and easy, and
I thought about that.
And,
I don't have to grow them that way.
and if it. Yeah, and if they go south, you can just go pick up a couple more and put out there. So I try and keep a couple of flower baskets hanging out there.
Ah,
And then something I didn't grow this year, but I have in the past years that the pollinators seem to love more than anything else I've grown is corn. And just a few stalks in a bucket, not really to harvest corn from, but just for the corn tassels. I come out in the mornings and the bees are just hanging full on that stuff. I don't know what it is they love about it, but
interesting.
they seem to like it quite a bit.
Yeah. Well,
I
they
don't
have
know
the,
if that
the
would be
pollen.
There's a lot of pollen on
Yeah,
the top.
pollen on the
Yeah,
tassels.
the tops of them.
Yeah, you can just about shake it and see it come off. But for more of a later season draw for the pollinators, like I say, for some reason they seem to just absolutely love that. And I'm fortunate enough that I've got on the next block over, there's a guy who has bees,
Huh.
and so
Lucky.
they come over. Yeah, they come over and frequent the garden quite often. But I had to. I was also going to put out there. I told y'all about this already. For the first time in 5 years, I had to put some liquid 7
Yeah.
on the garden out there. And I tell you, I have to do it like really late at night because the bees keep working right up to dusk. I thought they would be gone, but they're still out there working the flowers a little bit. But I go out there and make sure there ain't nothing around.
Yeah.
And then only spray what needed to be sprayed. Like my peppers are fine, ain't nothing on them. I didn't put nothing on that. And then I try not to spray any of the flowers.
Yeah.
And so you don't really spray them as good as you should, but then it helps protect the pollinators a little bit better that way.
Yeah. And that brings up a good point. If anybody's ever gone out in their gardens early in the morning, just right around sunrise, maybe just a little bit before, and look in some of the flowers, bumblebees will actually sleep in the flowers.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. And so it's kind of neat to go out there and see these bumblebees curled up in the flowers.
Well, maybe I can get pictures because Bob won't get up that time of morning.
No, he won't.
He's a late sleeper.
We badger him a lot.
I was going to say, I sent Lee a couple of pictures of a bee on my sunflower that I got.
Yes, they were beautiful.
And the same thing, I just got a little one of those potted sunflowers, the multi-head ones, only about 2 foot tall,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just stuck it in the garden, and they started coming to it right away. So,
Yeah.
it's just that easy.
Oh. Yeah. And the other thing to do is you need to look at flowers and plants that flower at different times of the year. So not everything is flowering in the spring. You would think that will flower in the spring, some that will flower in the summer, and some that will actually flower in the fall.
I didn't think about that.
There are some plants that flower all through the seasons, but some that are just specific. So you want to think about that too when you're planning your pollinator gardens.
Yeah.
Right. And then I don't know that it's a great for pollinators. They seem to come to it some, but marigolds, I put those in the raised beds randomly, and purpose. They kind of help draw all the bad insects away from the good plants.
Yes, they do. They do. They're great. They're a great companion plant, especially for tomatoes and peppers.
I went in for tomatoes one time and I had a bumper crop. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. I
Yeah.
haven't done it since. I don't know why. Just one of those things.
Lantana is a really good plant that the pollinators seem to like. And it's normally considered an annual, but here it's a perennial. It will come back every year. You just have to cut back the dead stems and stalks, and then it comes
Lantana.
back. Lantana.
Okay. I got a lot of stuff to do. Steve, why don't you come do it for me?
I know. I was just looking at some of the
Hey,
plants.
yeah, I got stuff to do too. I was out there in the garden. I pulled all the old tired cucumbers out and put new fresh ones in behind.
Yes,
And, so got them going, man. And I had a honeydew melon that I didn't know it was as ripe as it was, and it busted.
Oh no!
And because it got ripe, the vine died. And so I pulled the vine out, and once I got all the vine out, where that one had busted, I got like 10 more plants that are growing right there from the seeds from it.
Yeah. Plus, if you have a watermelon that when you get done eating it, put the rind out, and the butterflies will come and get the moisture.
Yeah, I did that.
That's the butterfly weed.
I throw it out in the woods, at the edge of the woods back there.
Butterfly weed.
For the old watermelon stuff.
Butterfly.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
You're
Thanks,
welcome, guys.
Steve.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
Thank you. You too. Dale just sent me a picture of the butterfly weed.
That is
Oh,
beautiful.
wow, that is pretty.
Yeah,
Isn't it nice? Oh, I've got to do something for the butterflies this week. She's got me now on a butterfly mission.
Well, not just butterflies, but all the pollinators. I mean,
Right.
because we have quite a few bumblebees that like the butterfly weed. They like the lamb's ear, which is a very prolific plant around here. If anybody wants some lamb's ear, just contact me. I'll dig some up and give it to you.
Oh,
We met a friend of ours.
she can bring some when you come back.
We've been a friend of ours. He's from Florida, and Drew.
Sure.
And we spent some time up at Fontana every year. So we went up there one year. It was foggy, so I went out to the little stream there to shoot some pictures. I have never seen so many butterflies in my life. I spent a good part of the morning shooting pictures of butterflies. They were there by the tens of thousands.
See, I haven't seen hardly
I have
any.
never been around that many at one time.
I haven't seen that many this year, but I'm starting to see them. I'm finally starting to see some of the black swallowtails, and I've seen a couple of tiger swallowtails. So
These were just pretty butterflies. That's all I can tell you.
I've got to update
No
my
problem.
hummingbird
Could have been some of
stuff
those.
and get some stuff for the butterflies because I like doing stuff like that.
yeah.
But yeah. Look, I've got a whole list here. We'll be getting that information out for everybody. And I was just reading some of the plants that flower in winter. I didn't know camellias did.
Yes.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, we got stuff blooming here pretty much year round in this yard.
Yes.
Robbie's got tons of stuff.
Witch hazel.
I met her.
Have you met Winter Jasmine?
No.
She's Witch's sister, but she's a
No.
good sister.
Yeah.
Hazel
All
was
right.
real weird. Yeah.
Pretty good. A lot of
Yeah.
good
And
information here.
you can Google plants that attract butterflies.
Yes, that's what
or
I just
that attract
did.
pollinators. And
Right.
you'll get a whole list of plants. And then just make sure they're specific for this area. so that
Right.
You're not wasting your money
We're saying-
getting
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I think we're zone 8A or something like that. 8.
I think so.
Yes.
It's
It's
like I
all
said,
a
it's
number. Who
crazy.
cares? We're right here. So
But you can go to Lowe's. There's a lot of good nurseries in the area that sell native plants. So if you don't mind going for a little bit trip, you can go to, of course, Pender Pines. There's places in Swansboro.
we got one out here in Grants Creek,
we
Creek
got
Nursery.
Grants
Yes.
Creek.
40 acres of stuff
Yeah.
out there.
You got S&H Nursery outside of Swansboro.
Mhm.
There's Red Fern. Johnson Nursery, if you don't mind driving up to, I think it's Wallace.
Mhm.
They've got a really good place and lots of trails. So
Wow.
it's just different places that you can go to
Yeah. Cool.
and see.
Mums, are they good? They're good. About the time of year they start coming off is in October, is it?
Yeah, they start. Well, they'll bloom earlier than that.
Yeah.
But then if you pinch the heads off, then they'll bloom even better in the fall.
Okay. So, but those are really good for fall and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I would think so.
Yeah.
They're pretty too.
Yeah, they
Wow.
are, and they'll start coming out here in the next month or so.
Mhm.
You'll start seeing those being sold.
Yes, it's getting that time already.
Yes, it is.
It is. And then now they're saying there's possibility of storms off the coast. So
Yeah, I'm just looking at the latest. Here. We'll talk about that.
Let's
too.
not go there.
Well, the tropical outlook just came out at 8 o'clock from the National Hurricane Center. The National Center is issuing advisories on what is now Tropical Storm Dexter, located over the
Dexter.
northwestern Atlantic Ocean, central tropical Atlantic, a tropical wave
Oh.
moving off the west coast of Africa. It has moved into the Atlantic, currently producing only limited shower activity in a few days, likely going to form a tropical depression and could form up by the end of this week anyway, not a portion of this week, and who knows at that point in time. Off our coast here right now, the one that we're looking at, it's a broad area of low pressure, will develop into within a couple of days, a few hundred miles off the coast. Some gradual development is possible during the middle or latter part of the week as the system drifts slowly westward to northwestward. That's the bad thing.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
yes,
So that's what we're all taking a serious look at here.
Mhm.
We got 3 of them. One of them is quite a ways away. One of them's not going to do it. It's moving away. It's going to the east northeast, and that's good riddance. That's Dexter, unless Mother Nature does us a dirty deed. And then the one off of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida is moving kind of into the west northwest.
yeah,
So we'll see what that does. It's close enough. It may not develop into anything, which would be good. Some rain will be okay.
yes,
Yes. It would definitely. I think we're going to be looking at some rain later on the week for the weekend. But I'm more interested in this.
We got
right
projects.
here.
Projects.
We've got more projects, Rayford.
Why don't you do double whatever you're going to do and bring half
And
of it over here?
I have to get with Robbie,
There you
the
go.
better half of you.
Yeah.
Yes. But yes. Oh, you've given me so many ideas.
well, good. And if people come to the census,
Got a lot more.
Yes, I
we'll
definitely
give you a lot
want to do
more
that.
ideas. We'll give you a lot of information.
Yes.
So
I know the last time I went to one of the things that y'all were having is when we opened up the season, the free plant giveaway. I came back with a bunch of information that was really very informative. And like I said, I ended up buying some plants to use as pollinators. They did fabulous.
yeah,
So I
Good.
learned a lot. I've never done that before. See,
I like Steve's idea, your idea too, hanging baskets out there.
oh yeah,
Yes.
I've got baskets all the time hang out there, and if they start dying off, I just go and buy different new plants, and I redo the basket. I don't buy a whole new basket.
see, I just
No,
never
you
thought
got
of
the
doing
baskets, you
that.
got the stuff. Just
Yeah,
put some new
I
dirt
just-
in, and
yeah.
plants, and go for it.
Yeah.
I like it.
See, I never thought of doing all that. I
Haven't either.
never thought of. I didn't know to plant flowers in your garden. I didn't know
I've
until.
heard that before because you
Right.
watch the blooms if you get any. Watch the blossoms on your plants, and you know the bugs and stuff are bringing stuff, and they're swapping stuff out.
Yeah. So the marigolds, garlic, chives, onions, all those
Garlic.
help deter some of the
Good.
insects because
Okay.
they don't like the smell.
Well,
Well,
I like garlic. No vampires either.
You talked about garlic. Now, I was reading and learning that the best time to plant that the bulbs is like October,
Yeah.
1st of October, and then just let it sit and don't bother
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Don't.
until next year.
You got to do nothing with garlic.
Well, that's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
A friend gave me some that he just threw out there. So I said, what am I going to do with these things? I'd never grown garlic
Yeah.
before. So
I love
I was in
garlic.
Wilmington and I just threw it out there, threw a little dirt over it. Holy moly.
See
Yeah.
what that it is. You
They
can.
got big.
Yeah. Garlic and chives, you can pretty much ignore.
Yeah, I like that.
Then you go out and cut the chives and
That's what I did.
cut it up into recipes, and then
Mhm.
it grows again. And
I did that, and I dried some of mine, and then I blended them and put them in a container for chive powder. But I did that last year when I got so industrious. Year before, it was canning tomatoes, chives, everything. I was just like little Miss Susie homemaker.
Okay,
This year,
your next
nothing.
project is we get to
Oh, good question.
September 6th is their date.
Oh, we're going to go back to. I have a question for
Yes.
Carol. How do you trim the blueberry bush? How do you trim
Why
it?
do you?
If you go to the North Carolina State
Fine.
Extension Office, go to the plant toolbox, and it will give you all that information. 'Cause I
Okay.
don't have that off the top of my
I
head.
did not know you trim blueberry bushes. I thought you just let them grow.
North Carolina.
Cut
Well-
them back in the winter, I guess, but then you just let
Yeah.
I thought you just let them grow. I don't know.
No,
I've never
it-
grown any.
You're supposed to trim it back. I haven't trimmed mine back. I need to, but and then with blueberries, that's a good point too. Is that when you plant, if anybody plants blueberries, you want to get two different species of blueberry bushes.
Why?
Because they actually cross pollinate, and you'll get better yield.
Well, the one I
Oh.
bought like 5 years ago said that it was all in one. I didn't have to,
Yeah,
but it has yet to give me any blueberries
go get another.
because the birds start eating them before the birds eat the blueberries before they even get to be adult blueberries.
Hmm.
So I'm like, wow.
I think my garden's getting a lid this year for the birds and the squirrels.
Well, I had to put up a fake owl over there by my blueberry bush to kind of keep the birds away from it. Because, but the birds are happy.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you, Carol.
you're
I
welcome.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right. And we'll get her studying again, continuing her studies. So she'll be your customer in a month.
Freaking me out.
All right, this is Carroll Towns,
No, it'll
folks,
be
and
good.
events coming up, and Lee's going to have it all posted if it all
Yes.
isn't already
Yes.
on our Facebook page. So be
Oh,
prepared.
no, I'm going to do a separate post later
Separate
today
post.
to give it a full attention.
You're on our Facebook page, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you
Yes.
can check that out in a little bit.
Yes, I've been posting a lot of stuff as you told us in our comments and stuff, but I do want to do a separate post just for this so you get all the information
I
in
appreciate it.
one post. Can I have those?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, good.
Make it so much easier. Thank you. And I will scan these and I will put these out today.
Okay.
Carol, see you on the net tomorrow night.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
be listening. I
Thank you.
can't talk, but I can listen.
That's a good way to learn.
That's right.
Okay, okay. Let's
right.
get back here. We're still waiting. I'm trying to find out. I've put a request in, find out what's going on there on the waterfront in downtown Jacksonville. We got reports of various EMS, fire, police units on the scene.
Yes, they've got
So-
it cordoned off.
Yeah, that's
and,
cordoned off. So we're waiting, and
I'm trying to get updates through social media, at least something, but
don't know exactly that that will be
Yes.
true, but we'll find out.
right. There's not been anything said other than the heavy personnel there. So, if Carol, you have to go back that way, don't you? All right, be careful. If you find out anything, let us know. All right.
Okay, I will.
All right, thanks. Yeah, you call him. Yeah, he'll answer. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah, that's excuse me, right there at the same boat ramp that they had the boat fire there
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
We're checking a couple of sources here while I'm killing time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And while you're killing time, I just want to go in to talk about blue jeans. In case you've missed it, there's a huge thing about the American Eagle blue jeans because Sydney Sweeney, who's modeling
Yeah.
good jeans,
And what? What
this
about it?
became so
What's
controversial.
the big deal? Tell me what the controversy is first.
Okay. She of course she's the model. She's modeling the blue jeans and she's talking about her good jeans and pun intended. And
She's trying to tell people she looks good.
it's culture warriors.
Yeah.
Let me see. She says in her ad, genes, meaning GENES genes, are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality,
Uh-huh.
and even eye color. And so she concludes by saying, "My jeans are blue," with the ad delivering the now infamous line, "Sydney Sweeney has good jeans." Well, you've got these Looney Tunes that are on the far left who are saying that the American Eagles ad wasn't just a commercial. It was a love letter to white nationalism and eugenic fantasies, and Sydney Sweeney knew it. I mean,
What?
I'm like, what? I'm buying a pair of American Eagles today.
Will it make me look like her?
Yeah. Hey, well,
What?
we'll get you some. We'll bedazzle your jeans for you. How about that? Many criticized and pushed back against the clip, which sparked a counter reaction from reactionary content creators who heralded the ad as a cultural victory. So both sides are going back. You remember when Brooke Jeans came out with an ad from the 80s, the shop when she was only 15
Brooke
years
Jeans?
old? No, Brooke
Shields.
Did I say Shields?
Yeah.
Did I say Brooke Jeans?
You did.
Anyway.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm reading ahead. Okay, Brooke. And I mean, but what is the problem over the jeans?
They got to have something to complain about.
Well, they said the Sweeney ad sparked discourse, then memes and mockery as commentators tried to make sense of the controversy and gauge how much outrage the campaign had really caused. Here's this one person, Frank Fleming on X. He said, "I was laughing the whole thing off, but news has just come down the wire that Sydney Sweeney has invaded Poland." These people on
Sydney
X.
Sweeney. Oh.
Yes. But anyway, this guy named Bill Moon, I don't know who he is. He said this ad is a problem. Sydney Sweeney's jeans, adverts and photos shouldn't be celebrated, and we shouldn't be cheering her on. This is harmful to women and young girls who now have an unreal expectation forced upon them that it's okay to wear double denim and not be laughed at. And in this ad, she's wearing a denim shirt and a denim pair. What is wrong with people?
What?
What is wrong?
After 20
totally-
nautical miles, there's a small craft advisory in effect.
All right.
Going to be that way through this afternoon. Winds northeasterly 15 to 20, 10 to 15 this afternoon. 4 to 6 foot waves, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers choppy. Tomorrow, northeasterly winds 10 to 15, 3 to 5 footers, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers moderate chop. Wednesday, northeasterly winds 10 to 15, seas 2 to 4 feet. Sounds and rivers a moderate dang chop.
And today will be mostly sunny with a high near 84, northeast winds 5 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of around 69. Tuesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny with a high near 87. And Wednesday, a slight chance of showers, mostly sunny with a high near 89. I think I'm going backwards.
Do you think Russia's Putin might be thinking that Donald Trump, with a couple of nuclear-powered and armed submarines lurking somewhere in the waters off Russia, do you think that he thinks that maybe Trump has figured a way to trigger some strange disasters others are calling natural? First, less than a week ago, on Wednesday, there was that giant earthquake, an 8.8 big one, right? That even spawned some tsunami waves and fears in the Pacific. Then this weekend, another earthquake and the eruption of a volcano that had been resting in repose for several hundred years. Ash from that volcano traveled almost 4 miles into the sky. Wow, in conjunction with the volcano blowing its top, the 7.0 magnitude earthquake rocked the region.
It's getting kind of wild over there.
Okay.
Earthquakes, volcanoes.
Yep, they may have found, we don't have any full reports or anything yet, but there's a possibility that they found someone there near the USO, so they're combing the area.
Yes.
It's happened before. That area has been from cars going in. I was down there when a car ran in the river. So
Well, every time I think of that area, I think of one thing, and I think about the death of Bill Whitehead. He was a police officer with Jacksonville Public Safety Officer and was murdered there and his body thrown into that body of water. And I always think of him every time I cross that bridge. But I hope that whatever is going on, prayers for everybody involved. And I hope it turns out to be a good ending and not a bad ending.
No.
Oh, Casey Smith just commented on her page. It reminded me when we were talking about Sydney Sweeney earlier. She's doing another commercial now where she's wearing the denim blue jeans, and she's at a shooting range. And the talk going around is like, oh yeah, a woman that wears a pair of jeans like she does and can shoot. President J.D. Vance was on records, making light of that yesterday. He's just like, gosh, how much better can it get? But and then the news media confronted President Trump yesterday about Sydney Sweeney, and he's like, who? And they said, well, she's a registered Republican. And he started laughing. He said, well, she's a registered Republican, then her ads have to be good. So there's a lot of stuff going on between those two with this whole American Eagles. And Beyonce is supposed to be doing the ads for, I think it's Levi's now. If somebody's listening, correct me if I'm wrong. So now there's a war between those two, between Levi's and American Eagle. We've got so much more to worry about in this world, don't we? American Eagle. I'm checking them out. But yeah, let me see. Anyway, interesting conversation with Carol. And if you've not done anything for your hummingbirds, or you've not done anything for the butterflies, check it out. I'll be posting information later, and that's going to be my thing this week. I'm going to work on some hummingbird houses.
Okay, a little basic. We don't know anything, information, but the sheriff's office,
yes,
is handling an investigation
Ooh.
in downtown Jacksonville on the waterfront. Don't know what's going on.
The sheriff's office.
The sheriff's office.
Interesting.
I've got that confirmed. But
okay.
I don't know. I do know, but I don't know for sure. Can't confirm. There's been a recovery apparently in the process, so they're investigating a situation there. Don't know what it is, what's happening about it. So we will continue, and we'll be posting information on Facebook after we get off here later today. As soon as I get any more information. But there is some breaking news downtown. Okay.
Not a way to start off the week.
No, it's not. Got one here that's going to make you mad. Kelly, turn your computer off. Do not look. Do not listen.
If it's about what I think it is, I'm going to leave the room. It better not. Is it about a dog?
No. Back in 2022, a 7-year-old boy was found dead in a washing machine at his parents' home in Texas.
That's worse.
Last week, 45-year-old Jermaine Thomas was sentenced to 50 years in prison for the murder of Troy Kohler, his adopted son. Thomas reported the boy missing when he arrived at home about midnight one night. Said he found the door open. Police searched the area, found nothing. Later, deputies found Troy's fully clothed but lifeless body inside the washing machine in the garage. An autopsy showed that Troy had suffered both new and old injuries before his death, ruled a homicide. Before his death, Troy was threatened with being put inside an oven after he ate some of his adopted mother's oatmeal cream pies. Her name is Tiffany Thomas. Tiffany has been charged in connection to his death as well, and her sentencing has been set for September the 10th. Now, for a moment to chill before the explanation. This pair of losers could not have been hiding their real selves. There's no way, unless they never went anywhere with their adopted son, 7 years old. What about school? He was 7 when he died. Did no one ever notice anything wrong? I'm sure they did. Someone knew something. 3 years in jail awaiting trial. That's what they've been there for. And they lived after doing what they did for 3 years in jail. Must have been in isolation. What a miserable way to come to the end of a very short life.
So sad.
He gets adopted. He gets rescued. He's adopted. He's adopted. He's saved. And then to die alone in the cramped quarters of a washing machine because he ate some cream pies that his adopted mama made.
People are sick.
Alone.
Straight to prison, no trial,
crammed in a washing machine.
execution.
A wood chipper is too good for this pair.
I agree.
The real men and the real women in Texas prisons will most assuredly have the full story of this couple by the time they get checked. Maybe they'll be assigned to work in the prison laundry with other inmates
Somebody stuffed them in a machine.
and turn it on.
Yeah, there you go. Eye for an eye.
I just, this is the Cincinnati police chief and the mainstream media called the attacks in that city a week ago a brawl.
Those were horrible pictures that you
What do you
posted.
think the victim, the woman who was beaten unconscious, thinks about the brawl? Holly, that's her name. They're not using her last name, is one of 6 victims injured in that July 26th brawl. She was knocked unconscious, beaten unconscious,
Horrible.
on the ground, and still beaten. So far, authorities have arrested 4 of the 6 assailants that they claim or did it. A fugitive unit is actively looking for the 2 additional thugs. They got pictures of them. They know who they are. They just got to find them. Newly discovered video shows one of the victims yelling what is described as a racial slur. I guess that's justification aplenty for the beatdown that Holly got. If you want to see it, take a look online or you go to our Facebook page. Her picture is there, as she is now. The chief said that of the 100 or more witnesses and participants in the attacks, only one person called for police to help them. Only one. They got one call from that scene. People were beaten. They were drunk. They were outside. They were drunk. And somebody hollered a racial slur. Obviously, somebody's multiples.
What didn't?
I don't care. How many times have I been called a racial slur?
We all have, and we've all been a part of it from time to time in the past or whatever, and learned from it, hopefully. But my understanding was that the guy that actually threw the first punch had left and came back 15 minutes later. Now, you've already taken yourself away from the scene. Why are you coming back?
I don't know who threw the first punch. I don't care what was said. I don't care what they called anybody else.
I agree.
Not as far as being a beatdown like this. This woman almost died. She's going to have trauma for the rest of her life, physical and mental. Of course.
Yes.
She's going to have physical trauma. She's be the same. If you look at the pictures, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Those pictures you posted were horrible.
Beaten unconscious. Do you know how hard it is to beat somebody unconscious?
Right.
It's seldom one blow pops in and puts anybody down.
Right. It was horrible. Absolutely. Well, I don't know if you caught up on this yet, but there was a shooting in Augusta, Georgia yesterday. 4 people shot.
4 people shot.
One
killed.
dead, 3 injured. And the one that was killed was a
Teenager.
14-year-old.
No, little young
Yeah,
kid.
sad.
What happened? I did not read a whole lot about it, but
It happened actually at 2 different places, but they're right next door to each other. One was at the Advanced Auto Parts on Deans Bridge Road in Augusta, Florida, and then there was the dollar store something right next to it. But the teens had a table out there, and they were raising funds for something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Nothing much has come out of it yet, but it's sad. There's just too much of it. And how Onzo County starting tomorrow, just so nobody freak out over this. Simulated urban close air support training exercises will be performed by the U.S. Marines and some of our NATO allies Tuesday and Wednesday in Swansboro. And officials say these exercises are critical for ensuring readiness and effectiveness of military personnel in real world scenarios. You may see
we're not being under invasion, folks. We're not going to be invaded. This is just a drill.
yes.
And you're going to see military type of individuals and civilian type of areas.
They said you may see military personnel in tactical gear during these 2 days and military aircraft in the skies over Swansboro. Our local officials will be working with the military during all of this. So don't freak out. Swansboro's safe, but they won't be invaded. This is just military exercises.
And Steve, if you're listening, this is all a lie. They're coming to get your garden. They're going to take over your garden because you haven't been taking care of it. And then they're coming to my house and they're going to probably shoot me.
Computer today.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. We don't have anybody scheduled.
Not yet.
Yep. You're going to have to
Hopefully.
find somebody.
Yes.
And let's see. What time does Kathy doing her thing now?
She's in surgery. Starts at 9:00. She goes into
Yeah.
surgery. So we'll be keeping a watch
waiting.
on that.
We're waiting.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a commissioners meeting today at
That doesn't
11:00? So maybe we can get a couple of our commissioners to come in and talk about it. I'd like to know what's going on in the county lately.
Well, why don't you just have them to come in right now? We'll put them on.
No,
It's a little late.
let's wait till after the meeting.
Okay, we'll find out. We'll try to get. Maybe they can come in tomorrow.
That's what I was
Bring
thinking.
us up to speed. We haven't talked to those guys lately. I need
Right.
to talk to them. I want to talk to them.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
tax season time. Yeah, wow. Okay, we will see you tomorrow. Coming up Wednesday, we have Dr. Rose, and we also have Mr. Wright for you
Mr.
ladies.
Wright will be in, yes.
Mr. Wright will be here for you ladies.
That's right.
So.
That's right. Okay, time to go.
Yeah, I got to run on over to Spectrum again this afternoon at 5:20.
God bless you.
I have another appointment. What do they call it? Reservation. I have a
Yes.
reservation this afternoon.
And before you get out of the vehicle, is you'll just tap on the text message that you get from them saying check in. You can check in right from the comfort of your vehicle. And as you walk into the door, they'll call your name.
I would rather kick the door, walk in and say, I am here. Now get out.
Yes. But don't forget to sign in at the little computer when you go in the door.
They
You know the
hollered
deal.
at me the other day before I could get the thing done. I started doing it and then somebody called my name. And then somebody else called
That's
my name.
pretty cool.
I had two of them.
Just don't get the girl I got because it took her 10 minutes to walk down the hall to get a receipt book to fill me out a receipt, which was not all this necessary over just turning in a piece of equipment.
Okay.
Hope you don't get her.
I won't. I
Okay.
won't. She won't like me.
Till tomorrow.
I like all the others. All the other folks have been treating me very nicely on the phone and
Oh
there.
yeah,
everything
yeah.
else.
The person that helped me and got me updated
They
with
like
a brand
all-
new
They
system
like old people.
that's higher speed. Treated me great.
Uh-huh.
He said all you have to do is go in there, just hand it to the clerk. No, that it was more than just handing it to the clerk. It was a whole scenario over. I'm just turning it in. Like you said, I should have just left it on the floor. All they had to do is scan it. It's going to show who it belongs to. Are you getting more information?
Nope.
Okay.
We got a visitor coming in the door here in just a second, but we'll talk
All
about
right.
it later.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. Y'all be safe out there and stay tuned to our Facebook today. As soon as I get updated
Mhm.
information about what's going on the waterfront, I'll let you know.
All right.
Get live and
Okay.
local Real Talk, where we're always awake, never woke. Oh, Lord, we're
Amen.
always awake, never woke. We'll see you in the morning.